We had a big ice storm in December, as a lot of people in this area know. Apparently, the ice got up under the shingles and came in back of the wall. I didn't see any signs of it until all of a sudden the carpeting was soaked. My daughter walked in the room and it was squish squish all over the carpeting. And there was one little spot of stain up on the ceiling, but I hadn't even noticed that. And the rest of the water all went down in back of the wall, so we had no idea it was there until the carpeting was soaked. So that's when we discovered we had to do something. I heard from RebuildEx, and Tom Gillespie came up to see me and looked the situation over and told me what work would need to be done. They had to have someone come in and dry out everything before they could do any rebuilding. And then they had to rebuild the walls, had to do the ceiling all over, and put in the wallpaper and the carpeting. There were several different workmen who came in, and they all were excellent. They came when they said they would, and they, again, were very polite and made sure they weren't causing me any problems. I felt very comfortable having them here. If I went in and asked them anything, they explained to me what was going on. There was not one person who was at all obnoxious. They were great. They really were very, very professional and did a great job. I can't say enough about that. It was very well done. Everybody. I had occasion to call Tom Gillespie a few times about different projects that were going on, and he was very responsive about getting back to me and letting me know what was happening. I think that RebuildEx is a very good company, and I think it is very important to choose a good contractor because, you know, if you end up having to contact all your own people, I had so many workmen in here, the ones who did the drying out process, the man who did the ceiling, the people who repaired the wall, the wallpaper, the carpeting, all that was separate workmen. And if I'd had to contact all those people myself, I'm sure that I wouldn't have been able to do such a good job of getting good people to do it, where Tom seemed to know the right people to come in. I would recommend RebuildEx to anyone else because of the finished product. They did a great job, and the people that did the work, the workmen, were excellent. They picked out very good people to come into my home, and I never felt uncomfortable with having them here. And as I say, the finished product was great. What more can I say?